Racing Extinction a few years ago in this very theater. We showed that and we saw the interest, and we saw that we got to kind of live with that movie as it went through the circuit. And I mean, Luis Ayhoyas and Leilani, and they're actually both on the board of the new one. But that, and last year we showed 6 movies, and we started to see the interest growing. And Trammell and I, Ryan, got together and said, you know, we should create something just really branded, really go out there, and EARTHxFilm was born.
How long did it take to put all this together?
Well, honestly, we really started putting it together in December, so that's not very long, 5 months. So we knew we wanted to do it since July of last year, but I really wanted to know what Dallas needed. We didn't want to create something that really wasn't needed out there in the world, and with our goal being it to be international in scope and world class, we wanted to find out how we fit in the calendar for the entire year. And so I love what we got. I'm very happy with this opening night film, Chasing Coral, and the group of people, so very blessed.
And did you personally select the films? What was the curating process?
There was a team of us that went through them. Myself, Chris Taylor, Luis Ayhoyas, Peter O'Brien, who's with the DC Environmental Film Festival, and then referrals from people that we really trusted who were like, you'll love this movie. Went to the Blue Ocean Film Festival, Wild and Scenic, Dominican Republic Environmental Film Festival, DC Environmental, and just look for the best of the best.
And you also kind of have local films as well, and that's important because we can watch films about other parts of the world all day long, but to bring the community in.
Oh yeah, very excited. Daniel Nanasi and Bo Etheridge in Where's the Food, which is about South Dallas food deserts, which I think is a critical topic. I mean, who could imagine in a city with all the wealth we have, there's 500,000 people who are hungry. You know, that was a great start, and working with Jeremy McCain, who's a very talented local artist, and to see the work that he's doing around the world, capturing the plight of the oceans. You know, it's a great start. So blessed to have some. Every year that'll grow too, because you know we have 22 young filmmakers who made short films that we're going to be showing this year.
It inspires other people in the community to kind of look at their community and see how they can make a difference.
Yeah.
So how has Earth Day itself, since it started in 2011, what has been the impact from the very beginning? What do you guys see as far as the impact the rest of the year that the festival has?
You know, we see a lot of partnerships that have formed. We've seen organizations that didn't know about each other before who are suddenly working together. And those are both corporations, nonprofits, educational institutions, and government entities. And they all get a little greener. They all sort of learn by each other, because when are you really have a platform like Earth Day Texas where they're all sitting there and they're sort of making themselves a little open. They're saying, okay, I don't do everything perfect, but I can learn and I can improve. So that's the great thing about it for us.
Well, my final question is, do you guys do things throughout the year as well?
We will be, yeah. After this event, the goal would be to do regular screenings, both here and other parts of the country. It doesn't necessarily have to be constrained, but definitely looking. We want to support other people who are already doing things, not necessarily create something that takes something away from them. So partnerships like with the Video Fest of Dallas or the Asian Film Festival, and looking for movies that fit in partnerships.
Yeah, and you guys partnered with DIV this past couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, they're obviously a huge supporter of ours, and a lot of their team is working on this right now.
Well, congratulations. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you. Always a pleasure. Thanks.
Well, I think there are 22, 23 film festivals in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and they're all important. They all have different messages. And I think this film just adds another dimension. You know, there's Asian, there's, it goes on and on. So I think to be able to concentrate on environmental related films, to have the focus like with education I'm working on, to try to create a platform for filmmakers to show their films. You know, there's not a lot of venues open to screening environmentally conscious films. So this gives the filmmakers that opportunity. And so again, we're partnering with other film festivals around the world to be able to have the films, you know, go on sort of a circuit, which is a form of distribution these days. And I think that's incredibly important. And I think, again, by having it here at State Fair Park helps a lot, because people view the State Fair is a place to enjoy, to have fun, to see something different, and that's what we're providing.
So tell me a little bit more about your partnership with Earth Day.
Well, Michael was with Earth Day and his friend of Trammell's, and he's been wanting to have a film festival for quite a time, and finally they agreed to do it. So then Michael turned to me and said, "Can you help me do this?" Because we worked together since Deep Ellum days, year 2, and all the way up. When I was in LA making movies, Dexter and other films like that, then I would fly in like on a Friday, throw together panels and so forth, and then became the director of the Lone Star Film Festival and created the film school at Katy Conservatory. And then all of a sudden we found ourselves moving from Santa Monica here. I'm from Dallas originally, but we were there for 20 years. So I think this festival is just incredibly important. It's also important for the film community in Texas. It, again, gives an outlet for filmmakers and, Racing Extinction. Trammell and Michael helped get that film, moving forward. So there's a lot invested.
How long does it take to plan something like this? Because when was the original idea that, okay?
Well, the idea was spring of last year. Michael and I started hitting the ground and meeting several times a week in July. And so it wasn't until the end of January we got a green light, doing 3-year budgets, high, low, medium budgets, et cetera, and Michael traveling all over. So it was actually green-lit, I believe, in late January when we really said, okay, we're going to do it. And then it was hit the ground running and get it done. So then we started bringing in other people and staff, and amazing people. And then the Earth Day Texas staff has been great. We were in an office within Earth Day, but then the realtors next door moved out, so we took it over temporarily, kind of like films do. You just kind of move in. You don't change anything, just mop the floor, we're here. And so, we've, with our temporary furniture and temporary chairs and everything, we put it together. I mean, it's just like a film production or a film festival. And I'm very proud of what we put together and proud of everything we've been doing. And Trammell has a hand in everything. Oh my gosh, amazing how he can remember everything he does.
Well, it doesn't feel like a first-year festival. For sure.
Well,
it feels like it's very established.
Well, I think it doesn't feel like a first-year festival because everyone working on this festival has done it many, many times. Like John Wildman, everyone you see down here with cameras, and some of my graduates are here. Michael with the camera that's behind you, and we've done it. We've done it a long time, and we also, what is important is we're good at what we do. We understand what needs to be done, and we're not going to work stupid hours. And so it's about family first, and the environment, and the people working on this festival are so excited and dedicated to making a difference. And that's one thing that's so important about this festival is the opportunity to make a difference, to try to help our planet. That's just have chill bumps. It's real important.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and education, she's saying. Yes.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
No, I'm proud that Texas has a festival that creates awareness for climate change, and I'm from California, so it's in your face everywhere. But coming back to Texas, it's always, it's hit and miss on people's values and opinions, and this just makes me proud.
I think what I love about this festival, because I have been coming to the Earth Day Festival since it, opened, and supporting Michael Cain and Trammell Crow, and I've always liked the concept. I don't know if it's part of their mission statement or not, but I know it's part of the real politic of this festival, that they're trying to bring major corporations that are usually known for polluting the earth, and making them partners, co-opting them into the struggle, the mission to save the earth, because I think their idea is it can't be done without them, and we don't want them as enemies, so let's make friends with them, find the people within the corporate community that do care and do want to help, and putting them together with activists, and making it nonpartisan. It just can't be a partisan issue to save the world.
Not anymore.
Right.
It's
It's too late for that.
Yeah, it's too late for that.
It is too late for that.
So tell me some of the films that you guys are looking forward to seeing.
I don't remember the name of Fisher Stevens' movie, but I'm a fan of his documentaries, and I'm looking forward to that. And then, of course, Chasing Coral. You know, I've seen enough documentaries about the tragedy that we've put upon the oceans, and I think this is an important one. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
And I overheard that you guys are doing a project?
Yes, we're doing a utopian film set in Houston, which is 100 years in the future, the leader in green technology. They don't allow combustible engines. Everything runs on electricity, which they have free because they built a fusion power plant because the king's consort, he's actually the president, but it's a one-party system. The art car party rules Houston in the future, and it's all run by artists. And so art is more valuable than oil, for instance.
It is,
and
actually.
And so everybody gets free energy and free pure water and free shelter. It does have like 50% unemployment of the youth because most things are run by robots. So they do have a problem of youths that are rebels without causes, but it's a minor issue. It's a comedy. It's a romantic comedy based on Midsummer Night's Dream, 5 interlocking, unrequited love stories, and then there's fairies involved as well.
That would sound like a good, you can't just put it in one movie. It sounds like it would be a good series.
Absolutely.
It would be a good series.
maybe
It's a musical
trilogy.
too. It's kind of a Bollywood musical without Bollywood.
Well,
Kinda-
thank you guys for being.
Yeah. Oh no, I was gonna say it's kind of like My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, right? Only,
Yeah.
only.
That's the best.
Only crazier.
Yeah.
Only crazier.
Yeah.
Only with robots.
I
Yeah,
just
robots.
hope it's as good as My Crazy Ex-Girl. That's my goal, is to make it as good as that, because for me that is the highest achievement at the moment in entertainment. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Have you seen it? Oh God.
Fantastic.
I'm like,
Do yourself a favor.
I will. When I'm done with all the festivals, I
Yeah.
will see it.
Rachel Bloom is the Spielberg of the 2000 and teens. What do we call this decade? 2000, the aughts? No, that was the teens. Yeah, the teens of the 21st century.
Yeah.
Sure.
Our film takes place in the teens of the 22nd century in Houston.
Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
For